back to the channel. This morning is Sunday the 11th of June and we're sitting here. I've just pulled up on Gulf Road, which is heading north towards Birdsville and Cloncurry. The reason we've stopped here is this is approximately the point where the four men, Burke, Wills, Garry and King, crossed the road. It was oppressive heat. They were really struggling with thirst. Where they set up camp just up from us with Camp 82, it's a dry creek. Their Camp 83 was no better. That was a dry creek. So water and thirst was quite an issue. King described this area here as being a black desert. Approximately the 2nd of January, if my memory serves me correctly, the 2nd of January they were here, the 3rd of January was Camp 83. So January here, it's extremely hot. I have worked in some of these areas a little bit further north than here, and temperatures around 47, 48 degrees is common. Well, we'll put the eye in the sky up, and that will give you a bit of an idea as to where they've come from and heading to. Well, our boss, she's taken over the driving for a while, but I don't think she realised that we were coming into so many bus holes, bull bus holes. It's pulling the truck from one side to the other. But she's managing okay. She's doing well. So we need a rock doctor that can set us straight. If we know what this black looking rock is, stone is, it's scattered around the countryside. We'd be pleased to hear from you, and we can probably share that information around, because I'm sure I'm not the only person that would like to know what the black stone is that's everywhere. So if you're a rock doctor, send us a message on Team Detour. We'll let the world know. And I said it would take us roughly 2 days, just taking it easy to get up to Cloncurry. Well, it took us 2 days just to get to here, taking it easy, and we've been here 3 days. On our way up here, we managed to pass King Creek. King, when they were marching up through here, King noticed the water, and in honour of that, Bert named the creek King Creek. The area here, contrary to popular belief, they didn't stop. at Boulia on their way up. They camped a little bit south of Boulia, but on the return they camped here. But in honour of that, the local shire here has named 2 streets after them, one after Burke Street, and Will Street. The town also says they're happy to have you come here and fill up your water bag in honour of Burke and Wills coming through here. Of course they did, they filled up their water bags from the Burke River. So this road here follows their trail as close as we're allowed due to private property, and it will crisscross their trail. We'll take notice of the terrain, the countryside they've walked through. It was hard going. It's tough country. You've got to be tough to live out here, I'm sure. All right, we're on our way up to Mount Isa, so cheers for now. Morning, day 2 of our travels up to Mount Isa, then to Cloncurry. We cross Burke and Wills Trail, crisscrossed it a few times. We found Wills Creek, which was made up of about half a dozen creek crossings to form one river. They call it Wills River, sorry. If they came through in the time that in the season that we did, it was as dry as a sunstruck bone. There was no water there at all. So they just continued on heading north. Part of their travels, they would have come across the Standish and Selwyn ranges. They named Mount Standish and Mount Selwyn are a bit of a formidable task for them. Once we crossed the Tropic of Capricorn, the undergrowth, all the vegetation suddenly sprung up because it's affected by monsoonal weather. Wills was very, very good at keeping track of their map references. These days we call them GPS coordinates, well, that'd have been map coordinates back then. So we were able to tell with some reasonable certainty as to where they were passing through. So from here, if you're looking up to our northwest, you can see the Selwyn Ranges. So the Selwyn Ranges was another area that caused them just a lot of hardship. The camels were sweating, not just from the load they were carrying and the weather, but from fear. This is pretty rocky, steep terrain, and there would have been crevasses and everything else that they're trying to manage their way through. Their camp 96, 97 and 98 were fairly close by because they didn't cover a great deal of ground. Like I said, the going's tough. So we're able to set up in our truck and just look at the scenery and think how wonderful it looks. I'm glad I wasn't out there marching with them. But we'll continue on up to Mount Isa and we'll have a look around. I was able to put the eye in the sky up for a little while. It's a little bit windy here at present, so we got a bit of a view from where they were coming from, a look across some of the ranges and the view to where they were heading. So that'll give you some indication as to what the terrain was like.